every day I go for a jog and or a walk in the great outdoors. Now, why do I do this? Well, one, of course, is to keep up to date on our exercise, but two, is that's where some of my greatest thoughts come. And I thought I'd start showcasing and sharing with you guys thoughts with you guys on our walks, because we get really deep and personal in some of these, and the only person I have to talk to here is my good old friend Stella, and it's a little cold, but at least she has our boots on. So in today's video, I thought I would take a deep dive into investing. Now, I know that's a cliche answer, right? And a lot of you are probably like, whoa, what's going on? Buy my course. What's this guy talking about? No, I just want to talk about how investing has changed my life to be walking a trail like this on the middle of a Thursday and around 11 a.m. Because without investing, I would have never been able to do that. So not to get super deep on that, but I'm not saying you should invest. Of course, everybody's personal finance is in the words personal finance, but I encourage you to do your due diligence. A great book I read was called The Richest Man in Babylon, and it's been probably some 4 or 5 years now since I've read this book. A very short one too. I think you can knock it out in a week if you're a new reader, and if you're pretty crazy, and probably read it over a plane ride. But that's not the important part. The important part was some of the takeaways. The one that vividly sticks out to me that I cherish with just about every single waking day is in that book. It goes into depths about investing 10% of all that you earn. So an example of that would be if you were earning $50,000 a year, you would invest $5,000 or 10%. And then, of course, escalate that. If you make $100,000 a year, you would have to invest 10% of that, which would be $10,000 a year. And just practicing this simple method, not practicing it, accomplishing this simple method would grant you a life into long-term freedom, right? He goes on to into different stories of how this investing journey has changed his life, and I can account to that. And there's also groups called FIRE, or Financially Independent Retirement Early, whole group movements that I first discovered on Reddit, who take this to extravagant and try to put away and invest 50% of their income, which is very difficult to do by all means, but retire by the age of, well, young, right? Preferably under 30. And at the time I recorded this, I don't guess I have to say my age, but 26 years old. Yeah, I don't know if that means or says anything, but I didn't come for money or anything like that. I just kind of worked, invested. I went to college. I got my education paid for through athletics. So super fortunate and blessed that kind of happened. I took a job out of college, worked for 3 years basically on the nose. And in that time amassed basically investing 50% of that income while also doing kind of like a side hustle job that helped me like elevate those funds. So where I'm going with this story is by investing even in the short term of 3 years and with a market that was having above average returns, I was able to amass and invest a lot more money than I was making, right? Like on paper, it's probably, I think by starting salary, I doubled that in the investments in that short time, which is absolutely crazy. So my encouragement here is whatever those numbers are, one, make an agreement with yourself, pick a number, stick with it, right? Have that number in your head, write it down, tell a friend, whatever you got to do. Hold yourself accountable, because only you can change your life. And if you're watching this, you're probably thinking, well, I do want to make changes in my life. I do. And I don't know how to do them, or I just need help. Listen, I'm going to tell you the truth. Nobody's coming to save you. I don't know who needs to hear that, but I'm going to say it one more time for you. Nobody is coming to save you except yourself. Your business partner is not going to save you. Your brothers, your friend, not your sister, whatever it is. They got their own things going on. They might help you in time and needs. No one is going to save you. Get your stuff together. Make yourself accountable. Hold yourself accountable. But most importantly, believe in yourself. If I could believe in you, you should believe in yourself too. Well, that's it for this walk. I hope to see you guys in a future one, and see you in the next video.